Hi, so this bad boy right here is my Compaq Portable 2. Now I'll pop up a little photo here to show you exactly the problem that I'm having here. It is burnt in on the monitor, but I've got a replacement. So let's do a quick little video just showing you some of the process of replacing the CRT in the Compaq Portable 2. So this one's going to be a bit tricky to record actually because of just the general bulk of the unit. But we can see here that when we actually go to use it, it flips up like this. Oh god! And then there's a couple of little latches on the bottom, and that's our screen. And you can see, I don't know if it's coming through, but you can already see the burn in on the screen there. We've got the little floppy drive here, and yeah, so what we're going to be doing is pulling the whole unit apart to get the CRT out and pop our new one in. Now I do have like I said, I've got a replacement CRT from a donor machine that was kindly donated actually. Now to get into the guts of this, you have to take the main case off. It's actually in 4 parts. So there's this panel here, there's the 2 side panels, and then there's that panel there. And they are held on through these little side bits. So there's a couple of Torx, which Compaq was fond of for some reason, for the power supply side, and on the other side is the expansion cards. Now the other thing that I'll be doing is probably actually replacing this plastic with the plastic from the donor as well, because this one has a couple of pry marks and there's some blemishes that I don't particularly like, but the donor unit is perfect. There's no blemishes whatsoever. Yeah, you can see there's like a pry mark on the side here where someone's tried getting in without actually knowing what they were doing, which happens. Okay, now this should start to lift off. I'm going to have to and then out of the way. And that's off. So, and as you can see, this is already kind of breaking apart. So, I'm just going to set that off to the side for now. And here is our main unit. So, now we're backwards at the moment. Let's flip it back around. And if we pop this down, I've got the overhead camera recording. It's in ultra wide screen, wide mode at the moment, just so that I can get everything. Now, yeah, the Compaq Portable is actually sectioned off into different, it's a bit too big, different panels here that hide all of the different sections, and they are simply tightened down with these Torx bits, and then that panel just slides up. Ta-da! You can access all the cards, and then likewise for the monitor here, I have to get into this one. So loosen that one, loosen that one, that one, that one, and you have to remove this one entirely. Remove this one. And that one. Loosen this one. And then again, remove. And now we have access to the CRT. So what we're going to want to do here is also remove the front plastics. So let's put the keyboard out again. And it is one screw on the top here. There should be one on the bottom as well. So that. And there's a couple of screws on the inside here. So you can see the screws on the side here. And likewise. Now, these screws you have to be really careful about because the the front plastic often breaks those mounting posts when you take them out. So what I'll do is, in a second, I'll show you the repair that I had to make when I got this unit. Pull it off. And you can see here the GB welded posts back on. So I'm just going to run that cable all the way to the other end. There is our monitor unit. So, as you can see, it is held in place with 4 screws. Let's get those out. Now, I haven't turned this on in a very long time, so I am fairly confident that this screen does not have a charge at the moment. But with anything CRT related, always best to just not do it if you don't know what you're doing. Even small CRTs like this one can maintain a electric charge for a very, very long time. Alright. So, let's start pulling that forward. And what we need to do is get rid of this connector for the neck board here, and the cap there. So let's, first of all, we should be able to pop that one out. There's a little wire holder here. Okay. If we slide it forward just a touch, we should be able to very gently, because you don't want to break the vacuum, pop off the neck board, and then you can get it off to the side. Now, this is kind of where we want to heed caution. Like I said, it hasn't been on for a very long time, but I still don't trust it. We've got the cap there. What I'm going to do is I've just got this screwdriver with the ground, this clip lead hooked up to chassis ground. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold the monitor still and wiggle that underneath the cap and touch the electrodes, and we get no spark. So it is fully discharged. Now there's much smarter ways to discharge these, including high voltage testers and whatnot. I don't have one of those, so this is how I do it. Don't recommend you do it, but that's how we do it. So now, what we'll do now that that is discharged is we can reach in and unhook it. And that can be a downright pain, which it's being. Alright, oh, that is dirty. There we go, we pinch those contacts together. Alright, and then the last one is this connector here. It should just slide out. And then there, oh, now we've got the ground lead, which is up this one. And there is our tube. Not bad. Alright, now let's pop that down on something soft. Don't actually have something soft here. There's bubble wrap. And there we go. Now, what I'm going to do now is get this board out of the way, get my donor back up here, and do all that again. That's dirty. Alright, let me grab the vacuum, clean that out before I start. Alright, and there's our good tube. Excellent, excellent. Alright, that just needs a clean. So, just going to find somewhere safe to put this for now. Now, I haven't actually had a look inside of this donor case beyond when I first got it. So that's interesting. It's got the front plastic. The LED still in place. That's really good. I think I'm missing that from my one. I mean, I've got the plastic. I don't think I've got the LED anymore. So there's a good donor piece. And it has the original mini scribe. That is awesome. So let's take that out while I'm here, because mine does not. The original mini scribe was dead, and I replaced it with a similar, but not the same, Connor drive, which needed a little bit of bracket adjusting to get working right, which isn't what I wanted. Alright, there we go. Alright, yeah, so we're gonna have to definitely gonna have to tidy this up a bit. We've got the main controller card. We've got the original CGA card as well. Awesome. And that's it. Looks like we've got an upgraded 286. That's an 8 megahertz. I think that's upgraded. I think the original was 6 megahertz. Some RAM, it's all in nice sockets. Let's get this back together and off the bench. All right, let's take a good look at our displays. So we can see this is the old one, obviously, and you can see that terrible burn-in that's there. Looks like it's a like a menu of some kind. I can't actually make out any of the text because it's not burnt in quite good enough. It's like slightly, it looks like it's been burnt in there and then burnt in there and then burnt in, you know, just a bunch of different places. And then if we look at our new screen, it is perfectly clear. Now, just giving them a bit of a wipe down, but let's take a look at the backs here, and you can see that they are identical. There you go, Samsung 10ATY3N. So this, just comparing the serial numbers, it looks like this one is actually a older model. So this is a 4224, this is a 7471. The rest of the serial numbers are the same. So this is, you know, 3,000 or so newer, you know, than this guy. There's the other serial number there as well. 86311873, 86312875. So it's, you know, 1,000 or so newer, but they do all have the same Compaq mark. And yeah, so all right, I'm gonna grab the chassis, my you know, main one, and let's pop this screen in and check it out. Okay, so there you can see just a bit of a cleanup, but yeah, that's the Connor hard drive that I mentioned I replaced. So I think maybe later I will go back and see about checking out that new hard drive, the donor hard drive, and seeing if it's a viable replacement to get this back to yeah, original. But yeah, okay, for now, let's get our new, again, I keep saying new, our screen in place. Put the new tube over here. All right, fit it in. Okay. Now, the trickiest part of this, I think, is going to be getting this stupid cap in place. Now, what I do before I pop that in place, I don't see many people doing this, I don't know why, but I'm going to be putting a little bit of dielectric grease on the cap. What that does is it's non-conductive and it just helps the tube seal up. Doesn't need to be heaps. Just smear it around the perimeter. Like a gasket almost. There we go. And then we can put that in. Simple. All right. Just started like that. All right, now I'm gonna go wash the grease off my fingers. All right, now everything else. So we have the neck board. Go in. Like so. Let's get this negative ground lead unhooked around there. just want to feed that up through here to the ground plane there. Okay, and let's get some signal wires connected. Okay, and we're done. So now, I'll just put the screws back in the front. And she's done. And there's our screen. Awesome. All right, so before we go much further, what I think I'll do, plug some power in, and then we can get to some knob twiddling to make sure this CRT looks exactly as I want it to. Beauty. Okay, as you can see, I've just got the front cover back on, the brightness knob back on. All right, and yeah, let's give it a go. All right, we've got high voltage. I can hear it. Oh, kicked out some dust. There we go. Ha. Okay, let's see. Cool, so let's boot into, I think I've got Colonel's Bequest on here. And we'll see what it looks like full screen. Yeah, you can see it there. Full screen of text, so we're a bit short, which is interesting. So let's, like I said, do some knob twiddling. We do have the guide here. What we can do there, pop that in. We've got these particular screws that we can use to do different adjustments. So let's grab our long poker. So we're looking for focus, which is actually pretty much spot on. The width, I can't quite tell. We've got master bright, we've got our vertical lines, we've got our master height. So I think that is the one that we want to tweak, which will be like so. Get it in there. There we go. So let's take that a bit more. There we go. That looks nice. Okay, we've got our high scan, the video. It is pretty centered. It is still moving up and down a bit, so I'm not 100% sure on what that is. Let's do, we are a CDA. Speaker. We don't have a joystick and we don't have a mouse. Skip that step, press escape. Alright, let's try it now. There we go. Must have been badly set up. That's weird. Ah, that's awesome. God, that looks bloody beautiful, that screen. That is absolutely gorgeous. It's a touch bright, so I'm just gonna drop that down. Yeah, okay. Let's get my manual out, because I do have this as a box game. And in the box is a magnifier and the original copy protection. I'm looking for that fingerprint. I think that is Gertrude Dijon. That's coming through it all. But yeah, goody. So let's move over to Gertrude. There we go. Let's say no. Yeah. Now while this is here, let's tweak it a bit more. I'm going to right back in a touch. To the right. There we go. Cool. That looks gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I can be here all night playing this game, but I'm going to turn it off, get the case and all the screws and everything back on, and pop this back together so that I can enjoy it properly. So, I have got this back together, and I've opted to use the plastics, like I said, from the donor, well, just because they're in better condition. A lot fewer snapped clips, and there's no pry marks like a gorilla's gotten to it with a screwdriver, but it does have a bunch of dings and scratches on it. So I'm just going to go at it with a bit of Windex and a cloth and some elbow grease. So there it is, Portable 2 with a fantastic looking screen. Now I think you're going to be seeing a little bit more of this on the channel. It's the Compaq Portable 3 project, link up there. If there's anything to go by, I think I'm going to see what upgrades I can get into this bad boy. Yeah. Thanks for watching.